Nugent and we're gorilla keepers at Bristol Zoo. So some of you may recognise our wonderful gorilla island, where we still work every day looking after our troop gorillas here at Bristol Zoo until their new enclosures built at our sister site, the Bristol Zoo project. So the gorillas are just getting their lunch right now. It's one of about 5 feeds they have every single day. Even though we are now closed to the public, the animals' requirements hasn't changed. They still eat the same food. They still need the same enrichment, the same training. Everything that we used to do when we were open, we still do even though we're shut. Jox still enjoys his iceberg lettuces as much as ever, and our babies enjoy playing in the natural vegetation just as much as they always did. Now, unfortunately, we did have a break-in recently, which some of you may have seen the videos that are going around. This does upset us quite a lot because this is actually a big risk to our animals' safety and well-being. Now, even though we are shut to the public, there are still quite a lot of people around. We have students, we have researchers, and various other people that still work on site. So the gorillas are used to seeing people. What they are not used to is people being in their space overnight. Nighttime is their time, so having people in their area flashing lights can actually be quite distressing and upsetting for them. This is the time, just like us, that they would normally be asleep. And it is quite upsetting for us that people have decided to actually disturb them at that time. As you can see, our gorillas are quite happy and healthy. They are still very keen on their lunch. And it looks like now some of them are actually starting to go inside where they're actually going to finish eating. They can get inside and outside whenever they want, 24 hours a day. And it looks like some of them are actually going to head inside now. So perhaps we should follow them. Yeah, let's go and see what they're up to in there. But yeah, like Becky says, everything we kind of do with them is choice-based. So if they want to be outside, they can be outside. If they want to be inside, they can be inside. We've tried to replicate the natural environment in terms of the lighting and the heating. So our lighting system will go up and down gradually to mimic sunset and sunrise. It's also heated as well, again to recreate the temperature in their natural environment, which is warmer really than it is here. And we can kind of increase and decrease that in line with the seasons here. So if they need a little bit more warmth, we can rack it up. If it's a little bit of a warmer day here, we can then put it down a little bit. So you can see that they've got nests with bedding, and gorillas are known to make nests out of vegetation. So the wood wool that you can see here, they'll actually build the nests with that. You might have spotted in the background there was quite a lot of wood wool on the island, and that's because when it's nice and warm, sometimes they like to take the bedding outside and they have a little outside snooze as well. So yeah, I think Jock there is just finishing off the end of his lunch there. So you can see he's kind of got the lion's share, or the silverback share of the food, as it were. And yeah, that's his right. He's the boss of the group. So he's kind of entitled to the biggest share. You might have seen some of the other members of the group lurking around him, trying to steal his food. The youngsters can get away with that a little bit, but the adults know that that's Jock's food and they need to leave it alone. So yeah, they'll be settling down for a nap soon, I think, so I guess we'll just leave them to it. Thanks for listening.